Ladies and gentlemen, the fun's about to start on this entertainment duel, presented by your host, Lunar, on The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. On the last episode, we entered the Great Deku Tree and retrieved some conspicuous items out of him. And on this episode, we'll keep exploring the insides of the Great Deku Tree as I talk about my favorite archetype of Yu-Gi-Oh! That's why I present myself as Yu-Gi-Oh! We're going to talk about Ray Raptors that has nothing to do with Yu-Gi-Oh! And this is an archetype that you can summon a lot of monsters to the field, and is not against the rules. Did you just summon a bunch of monsters to the field? Yes, why? It's against the rules! Screw the rules, I have money! Anyway, that little Karibo reference aside, it's been a while, guys. And it's actually the length of time that I've been out that Entraje Falco appeared in the anime, and Konami announced a new Ray Raptors to the ranks of the archetype, that is the Arsenal Falcon. A great card, and I would love to talk about that because I'm pretty excited about it. Because the Ray Raptors are my favorite archetype in the whole game, and I want to talk about it. So with that, I have to take some things out of the way because there's some viewers that don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! And perhaps they don't care about it. And I need to explain to them how XYZ Monster works. So XYZ Monster is a card that have the black frame to them. They are very powerful, and to summon them, you need two monsters that have the same level in the field and overlay them. Those monsters that will be overlaid, they'll become overlaid units, and they will help you to active some of the effects of the monster, or a special ability that you can only active by using certain materials to that monster. With that, the Ray Raptors is an archetype based on it, and so they will have monsters of the same level, mostly. There's two of them that are not. There's one that is level 6 and another that is level 3. Aside from them, every single card will be a level 4. So with that, you can summon Force Streaks and pretty much make your deck start to speed up from there. With it, I want to talk about Arsenal Falco, as I said. Arsenal Falco is a rank 7 monster that was introduced by Konami a week ago, and it's a very powerful monster because it has a rank up magic to it. The rank up magic is a card that allows you to switch for another monster that is a XYZ and there's a rank to it. XYZ monsters, when they are overlaid, the monsters don't longer have levels, they have ranks. So you use the two monsters that are level 4, you overlay them, they become a rank 4. That's pretty easy to follow, right? You overlay two monsters to the level 5, you get a rank 5 monsters. So with a rank up magic, you can rank up 1 or 2 times the rank of said monster. So I have Raptor's Force, that's one of the rank up magics of the Ray Raptors. I use it and I take my Force Streaks and make him a Blaze Falcon. And I can go all the way to level 7 to Arsenal Falcon, and the ability that it have is that I can summon a level 4 monster to my field by detaching an overlay unit and activating that effect. So I pull Necro Vulture out of my deck that has the following ability. I can tribute a monster on the field, send it to the graveyard, and retrieve a rank up magic. With it, I will tribute my Arsenal Falcon that has the following ability. Once these monsters reach the graveyard, you can pick any monster from your Astro deck that is an XYZ monster and summon to the field. And if you do, you use Arsenal Falcon as an overlay unit. So you pull a Satellite Falcon out of it, let's say, and you put Arsenal Falcon as overlay unit to it. It will be able to activate its ability that requires a Ray Raptors as a material that is destroy the magic and trap cards of your enemy. Seems pretty good, right? And with that rank up magic, that will probably be a level 2 if you're going to Satellite, to retrieve from your graveyard, you're going to Ultimate Falcon. And you finish the game. Because Ultimate Falcon is pretty powerful. It has like, please forgive me, Master. I will never do it again. If you spare me, I will teach you something cool. You will never beat my brothers up ahead, unless you punish them in the proper order. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Do you think I'm a traitor? Yeah, I do think you're a traitor. Anyway, back to Raid Raptors. The ability of the Ultimate Falcon will pretty much finish the game for you. Yeah. You summon it, you win. There's no two ways about it. Your enemy can, unless they have like Effect Failure or Max C on their hands, they don't have much of respawn, or honest for that matter. They don't have much of response to the Ultimate Falcon, and it's pretty much duo. They will scope, and yeah, that's it. Anyway, with that out of the way, we have to press this button down in the bottom of the lake, or this little pound over here, and we missed the boat. Fantastic. Captain will be mad with us. Sorry about that, Captain. I don't have wings on this game. Anyway, and that's pretty much what I want to talk about Arsenal Falcon. The other thing that it can do is attack as many overlay units as it have. It can basically attack twice if you have 2 XYZ materials, or 3 times if you have 3. It will depend on how many materials it has to it. It's besides the point. With it, stand next to this block and grab a hold of it with A while pressing. Alright, it's just tutorial. I have a rupee on my head. That's a bit funny actually. I will pay attention to it, don't worry. So, as you can see on this block, it has a very interesting symbol on it. If you recall, it kind of resembles the Islam, the religion, Islam symbol for the religion. Okay, I've explained that pretty bad. Okay, so it's the symbol for Islam. And for that, Nintendo get a little bit of flack, and you see on later games that they will substitute that image. But since this is an N64 game, you're going to see it on its full glory. It is the symbol of the Gerudos, that is a tribe that live on the desert that we are going to see later in the game. Don't worry much about it right now. But what you should know is that, well, Islam is a pretty well-known religion that live on more desert areas like Iran and Iraq and Saudi Arabia, something like that. I don't know the name in English, I'm sorry about this. Wait, and jump. There you go. So I want to get rid of those things that are up there. I know I just bring the topic at hand. I want to get rid of them because I don't like to deal with it. Those things are the babes of the boss, and they're pretty annoying. They are more annoying than the boss itself. The boys. I suddenly became Australian. I don't know why. The boss. I can't even reproduce. Anyway, and I'm just going to deal with them with my slingshot. Get rid of it. It's funny that you're going to need your slingshot to deal with the boss. And yeah, so you basically do what you did thus far. You pretty much burn the web to move forth. Now we went all the way around the block, the whole dungeon, the whole ground level dungeon, in order to create a shortcut to us and burn this web as well. So as you can see, there's yet a block here that we can create a shortcut with it and burn the web. Because as you can see, any of the torches are on our reach. And we need fire to burn the web. And that's the only torch that we have. So we create a little shortcut here, as you can see, so you can access that island again and get the torch that is on the way here, all the way down here. So you go, jump across, and roll to burn the web. I like to roll to burn this web, actually. You can actually pretty much swing the Deku stick and it will burn. Anyway, with that out of the way, we should now do what the other Deku Scrub told us to do, that was input the passcode on it. So it was 2, 3, and then 1, right over here. Just get in, and how did you know our secret? How irritating! It's so annoying that I'm going to reveal the secrets of Queen Goma to you. How that work? That doesn't make any sense. In order to administer the cup degrades to Queen Goma, strike with your sword while she's stunned. Thank you for that. Oh, Queenie! Sorry about that! Do you think I'm a traitor? No, I do think you're a traitor. Anyway, with that out of the way, we can now face the boss that is waiting for us up ahead. So if you could not understand, we basically burn the lamp, get down here, input the code, and now we can enter the Queen's chamber. Oh boy, what is waiting for us? So, you can see that thing over there. Yeah, that's the boss of the dungeon. That used to scare the living crap out of me when I was a kid. The room was dark. There was a giant eye boss monster coming my direction. It was the first time I was facing the Legend of Zelda boss, so I didn't know what to expect. I was just 6 back in the day. And there was this freaking giant eye on my direction. Yes, E for everyone. I believe that is why I don't like bugs as an adult, actually. So, with it, just pick your Deku sticks and deal with it. She's done. The Queen was put down, and I couldn't even tell her to be prepared. You know, Goma. Anyway, with the Queen defeated, and we're claiming her throne to ourselves, we get ourselves a heart container, and we increase the number of hearts that we have to our disposal in this adventure, increasing our chances of survivability. With it, the Great Deku Tree has something to tell us. Well done, Link! Now you have to collect the silver coins! Ho ho ho! Why am I quoting Ted Octopus of Diddy Kong Racing? That doesn't even make sense. Tao has verily demonstrated thy courage. I knew that the Tao would be able to carry out my wishes. Now I have yet more to tell ye. Would the Tao listen? Sure, why not? I have nothing to do anyway. Now listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert casts his dreadful curse upon me. He's very evil, and you should be scared of it. Now listen well, child. Wow. It's not getting burned out of it. No, not at all. Not even a sunburn. This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile sorcerer's power in his search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. Wow. For it is in that secret realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. Oh! I can poke fun on it now. Before time began, before spirits and life exist, 3 golden goddesses descend upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Then the gods of power, Nehru, the gods of wisdom, Ferrored, the gods of courage, and the fireball of doom that doesn't make even a bit of sense on this narrative, but anyway, who cares? 10. With her strong flame arms, she cultivated the land and created the red earth. Nairu poured her wisdom upon the earth and gave the spirits of law to the world. Furore, with her rich soul, produced all life forms who would uphold the law. The three great goddesses, the labors complete, departed for the heavens, and the golden secret triangles remain at the point where the goddess left the world. Since then, the secret triangles have become the basis of our world's providence, and the resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm. Ah! Okay, I have to poke fun at some point on this thing. Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the secret Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man, in his evil heart, to enter the sacred realm of legend. Alright? The evil man who cast this death curse upon me, accept my power. Oh, because you are a tree, I got that. Because of the curse, my end is nigh. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Oh. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I have been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule final hope. Obi-Wan Kenobi, you are our final hope. I mean Link. Link, you are Hyrule's final hope. Link, go now to Hyrule Castle. There thou wilt surely meet the Princess of the Destiny. There's no D there, but I put anyway. Take this stone with you. The stone that the man wanted so much that he cast the curse on me. And guys, we get the first collectible of the game. The important collectibles, I mean. This is number 10. You got the Kokiri Emerald. This is the spiritual stone of the forest, now entrusted to you by the great Deku tree. Oh, great, chili dogs for everyone. Okay, I have to quote a Sonic on this one. This is an emerald. It's a Chaos Emerald. The future depends upon thee, Link. Thou art courageous. Navi the fairy, help Link to carry out my will. I entreat Navi. Goodbye. Help me, Marino! Okay, Mischief Makers. It's not the time for Mischief Makers. With it, the great Deku tree passed away. Oh boy. How will we explain this? Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Link. Goodbye, great Deku tree. Yes, he's done. Oh boy, we're going to have our ears full of it, won't we? Especially because he's stupid tart is on our way. Hey Link, what did you do? Is that his voice? Please just move out of the way, Mido. I have things to do. The great Deku tree, did he die? How could you do a thing like that? It's all your fault. Oh gee. Thanks, you Mr. Grumpy Emperor Arcana. Out of the way. We're going to our home to see if Suri is waiting for that as she said she would. Before we move on. Wait. Where is Saria? She's not here. Was she kidnapped? Find out next time on more Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I bid you all farewell.